If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 26 of season number 2 here at West Ham United. Pedro Obiang wants to discuss wages, so I suppose I'll do that for him. There's no harm in offering him a little bit extra per week. We start with a game away from home against Spurs, which is a massive game for West Ham fans. Really, really important game. As is the second game of the episode, which is a semi-final appearance at Wembley in the FA Cup. Can't really get too much bigger when it comes to two of the games we've got to play today. The only step up from the whole game is obviously a final at Wembley in the FA Cup, but two massive games, especially considering where Spurs are in the league in regards to ourselves. As you can see, 4 points behind us, but we want to make sure that we can stay in touch with Chelsea and Arsenal ahead of us so that we are still in with a good shout of qualifying for next season's Champions League. So vital that we get at least a draw against Spurs, if not victory. We'll try our absolute best to get all 3 points if we can, because we picked up a win and a draw yesterday. If you missed yesterday's episode, drop the video. No, if you missed yesterday's episode, check the channel page for it. Today's video, drop it a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm getting my I wanted to say one thing and then the other and try to go for both at once. But we'll start with the game against Spurs. We have, unfortunately, after his injury yesterday, going to be missing Jairo Riedewald for 4 weeks. So he's out for the majority of the rest of the season. Zarate's out till the summer as well. Really disappointed to have lost Riedewald, to be honest. Winston Reid can step in, and then we'll have Guerrero on the bench. I'm going to start the same side that started the last one against Sunderland. It was a difficult game against Sunderland, but we'll hope for better things at White Hart Lane, although it won't necessarily be easy. But we'll give it our best shot. Davies has turned inside with that first touch. He's had the shot as well. Pretty sure he could have held that, Alisson, but never mind. Ben Davies looked as if he was going to be harmless out wide, and then jinked inside Semedo, and then all of a sudden we had some problems. Really should have done better with that, the goalkeeper. Fingers crossed we don't concede from the resulting corner, otherwise I'll be very disappointed. That should be his. It isn't. Whoa! Was that Pritchard? I think it was Pritchard that came flying in at the back post. I thought it was going to go straight to the keeper. It wasn't. It actually floated a little bit deeper than I initially thought it was going to, but Alisson this time eventually gets two hands to it and holds on to it. Mason out wide to Townsend, to Dembele, into Pritchard, across looking for Son, and he's got the turn on Lanzini. Reacted to it quicker, but fortunately for me, the South Korean wasn't able to get his shot anywhere near the target. To Kondogbia will go through the gap into Mark Noble, nicely done, but he's making a good run. We'll get it out to him. There's the touch. If we get round the corner to Studge, it's gone to Lanzini instead, which wasn't the intended recipient. But Lanzini with the shot draws a good save out of Hugo Lloris. Chance for us to get ourselves in front then if we can from this corner. Kondogbia has kind of stood on the keeper. Not going to be able to get it to him. Alderweireld clears it away. Well, nice ball by Fazio into Harry Kane, who's had to drop deep to get himself involved in the play. Wary of a ball being played through there. But he's found Son instead, and Son this time on his left foot rather than his right. Still not able to hit the target. He's had a couple of decent chances now, Heung-min Son. His manager will be disappointed at his inability to actually get the ball on target, let alone work the goalkeeper or score a goal. Lanzini, play that through to Semedo. We have to turn inside Dembele, but there's room to break into here for Nelson Semedo, and Sturridge is waiting for the ball through, and he takes it in his stride. Sturridge with a left-footed shot, it's straight at Hugo Lloris. Really good opportunity there. Could have played it through to Antonio, perhaps. I've got a little bit of tunnel vision there. Kind of concentrated solely with Sturridge getting it on his left and getting the shot away. If I perhaps passed it, I'm not really too sure what sort of run Antonio was making. I wasn't paying too much attention. When you get Daniel Sturridge or any striker in that sort of situation, you want to take the shot. I did, unfortunately though, not able to score a goal. 0-0 at half-time. Here's Harry Kane. Oh God, no! Don't let Harry Kane have space. Ooh. Alisson there with a save. That was a mistake by me. I thought, do I close him down? Do I try and block the potential through ball? In the end, Harry Kane just shot from distance. It needed a good save from Alisson. This is a deserved yellow card from Jeffrey Kondogbia. I went to get to the ball first before Andros Townsend. Missed it and nailed him. I was nervous about potentially getting a straight red for that because it was a reckless challenge. Corner comes in. We will get it clear, but only as far as Heung-min Son. Into Harry Kane, into Ryan Mason. Tottenham having some really good chances in this game, but they just keep shooting wide. The longer they do that, the more chance it gives us to get us a 1-0 win. Jefferson. Nicely into Noble, quickly to Barkley. Give it back to Noble again. Okay, or Kondogbia. He's left-footed, Jeffrey Kondogbia, so I want to try and work an opportunity where I can get a decent pass off rather than trying to thread the needle with his weaker foot, because I don't fancy him in that situation. But Noble could get a decent opportunity here. Is that going to be a free kick? It is. Great opportunity for us to take the lead. Who's got the best free kicks in my starting lineup? I may bring Payet on for Barkley here just to take this free kick. Barkley's not really done anything for me in this game to this point, so let's bring Payet on, and we'll see. He's going to book someone in the wall as well, actually, I think. Let's see if Payet, is it going to do the free kick, the substitution before the free kick? I hope so. It should have done. No, Barkley's still on the pitch. Well, that's frustrating. Never mind. We'll try the free kick anyway. Lanzini over the wall. Oh, Hugo Lloris. What a save. And now Payet comes on the pitch. Well, that was a waste of a substitute. Never mind. Payet may still have a part to play in how this game's going to end up going. Semedo trying to knock that back towards a teammate, not able to do so. I'm trying to get it back off Dembele here, but it shows good strength against Dimitri Payet. Unfortunately, we weren't able to take the free kick with my preferred taker there, but we still drew a good save out of the Frenchman in between the sticks. Here's Heung-min Son into Pritchard. Heavy touch, but he's gotten it away. It's somehow going to end up at the feet of Eric Lamela. Pritchard with a snapshot again. Allison with a good save. Right now the changes are going to be made. I made them 9 minutes ago, but Tottenham have just been pinging the ball about the pitch and haven't been able to get the ball out or, you know, have play stop for whatever reason to make the changes. They have now been made, and Obiang has come on. Dembele forward to Pritchard. Good turn, but Winston Reid steals it off him. Into Payet. Starts to make the run. Go on, Daniel, get there. Oh, he's stolen it off the defender, but Alderweireld has been able to get himself in between man and ball despite being tackled. It's 0-0 here so far in this one, but I think there've been more chances in this game than there were against West Brom yesterday, and that game had 5 goals in it. How this is still 0-0, I'm not entirely too sure. It's just the form of Hugo Lloris and our Brazilian Alisson in between the sticks that keeps it goalless, because there were some top quality chances in that game for both sides, neither able to take them. A point from White Hart Lane doesn't do too much for our league campaign. We actually didn't have many chances. I felt like I had more chances than that. How did Man United won? How did Chelsea get on? They didn't play. Arsenal drew. Manchester City lost to Stoke. That's huge for the title race. Liverpool lost, unsurprising there. So what does that do for the league table? We'll have a quick look before we head towards our FA Cup semi-final against Hull City. We're up into 4th, but Chelsea have a game in hand. But we have points on the table, which is most important. And Arsenal only drew, so Arsenal are still only a point ahead of us. Right then, FA Cup semi-final at Wembley time. Here's my starting lineup, as we have done in the cup competitions, putting some faith in the youngsters. Reece Oxford, Guerrero, Butcher, Grimaldo, Byram on the right-hand side, who hasn't started at right mid more than once or twice this season, I don't think, is in the starting lineup as well. Got some first-team regulars on the bench, but because we tend to play rotation-ish sides in the Capital One Cup and the FA Cup, I'm continuing to let those players try and get me to the final. Got players like Vidal and Galeno on the bench too, to try and have the impact that Galeno especially had in the previous round. Hull with a decent starting lineup as well, with well, basically the pace up top of Abel Hernandez is going to be really difficult to cope with, but hopefully we can have a good game. Be nice to get a win at Wembley to give the fans something to cheer about, and the opportunity to come back again at the end of the season and have an FA Cup final to play for. Obiang steals the ball away, or nice turn by Byram. They'll try and get the cross in, do we? Just get a little bit more space. There is the cross. Chance to get a 1-0 lead after 2 minutes. No, man got taken out though as he took the cross there, Sam Byram. Yellow card after 3 minutes for Andrew Robertson. That was a mistake. Right, Ben Yedder. I'm just going to dink it into the middle, hopefully away from the keeper, but towards someone that has... Oh, brilliant header. Sam Byram wins the free kick and scores the goal from it. I don't think I was in control of Sam Byram there. I'm pretty sure my cursor was in control of someone else. All the time this season, I've complained about the CPU taking control of players and getting in the way. The one time that is okay is when they score a goal. Brilliant start. West Ham 1, Hull City 0 after 4 minutes at Wembley. Win that header. didn't get anywhere near it, but we've got the ball back. Byram into Payet. Good first touch. Good strength to hold off the defender too. Grimaldo looking for Reece Oxford. Actually get it through there to Ben Yedder. And then maybe drop the shoulder, lay it into Obiang. Give this to Payet. I'm not going to be able to squeeze it to him. Obiang might get this back to Ben Yedder though, and he has done. At your feet, son. A little bit of trickery. Oh, good strike. Really well hit. Leave that. Thank you. Corner to West Ham. I love having players that have 5-star weak foot, man, because it means you can turn any way and it doesn't matter. You always stand a chance of scoring a good goal. Butcher's going to try and get on the end of this and then look for Obiang again. Turn a pace and a cross. It's in. Back post. Payet. Oh, it's going to go wide. To Obiang. To Butcher. It's not really the space there to play in the man down the right-hand side, Sam Byron, but we've got it to Ben Yedder. Now we can play it to Obiang, who's going on the break round the outside. Maybe turn inside and then get an early cross in. There's a man underneath it. It's Payet trying to get the shot in. He has, and McGregor makes a good save. Almost getting a goal after 4 minutes of the second half, after we got one after 4 minutes of the first. Strange decision from Abel Hernandez. Just head this back. Comfortable for the goalkeeper, and we're still 1-0 in front. Oxford to Grimaldo. Everybody's making runs. Payet especially has made a great one. We're going to pick him out with a gorgeous ball from Grimaldo. We'll just try and draw a corner if we can. We may even get a second goal. We have. That came from that phenomenal through ball from Grimaldo, the left back. It was one of the best long-distance through balls I've ever seen. Stevie G-esque. Takes in his stride beautifully, Payet. Had no option but to shoot there. Good initial save by McGregor. Just unfortunate that it dropped straight to Ben Yedder. But still, good technique to finish on his 5-star weak foot. I've just taken Payet off in the menus before this passage of play, and Ben Yedder's going to drop to Cam, and Galeno's going to come on up top, but we've already got our second goal, so it looks like we're going to be going through to our second domestic cup final of the season. Hopefully this time though, if we are able to see this game out, which hopefully we will do with 20 minutes remaining, hopefully this time we can actually win in the final, rather than losing to Manchester City like we did last time. Ben Yedder to Sané, space for Arangoa. Turn inside the defender. He's still going, Arangoa. Still going. Still going. Still going. Oh my God, he scored a phenomenal goal. Once I turned inside and beat one, I just felt like continuing because he seemed like he was on a decent run. And then he's gone around two more defenders. That burst through the gap there. He's got barely any strength, but he just kept going. And then to turn the shot like that into the bottom corner. Outstanding from Arangoa. We thought it was going to be Galeno that had the impact off the bench. It wasn't. It was our 61 rated central midfielder. 3-0 West Ham. FA Cup final. Here we come. Final whistle's gone. That stunning goal from Arangoa is going to see us through comfortably to the FA Cup final. Fantastic stuff. We dominated the game. Hull had a couple of good opportunities. Abel Hernandez broke the offside line a couple of times and had decent chances, but unfortunately for Hull City, it's going to... Oh no, why have we got City again? We lost in the Capital One Cup final to Manchester City, and they've beaten Crystal Palace on penalties. It's going to be City versus West Ham United again in a cup final. Just my luck. Just my luck. There are 5 games to go in the Barclays Premier League season as well. Chelsea drew their game in hand, so they're still level on points with us, and we're still only a point behind Arsenal. So with 5 games to go, 15 points available, we could finish anywhere from 3rd to 6th. Who knows what's going to happen, but there's not long left in the season now. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. We should be back up to 3 games an episode from tomorrow's video. I'm away at the moment for the weekend because of family reasons, but I think tomorrow I should be back to be able to record a 3-game episode for you. So, let me just check the calendar. Everton, Manchester United and Chelsea. And then actually, because I thought the FA Cup final would be the last game of the season. It isn't, and I'd like to do the FA Cup final as a one-off special, the same way I did before. So it may be Everton, Man United tomorrow, then Chelsea, Swansea the day after, then the FA Cup final, and we'll do QPR and a season roundup in the same episode. So that's all for now, though. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't to this point, and hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.